Noninkables.
Hello, welcome to the Noninkables channel. I have a special guest with us over here today, Jourdon Serio. Let me go ahead and introduce him. He is the winner of the 10K PPG down in Texas, and also top 8 in the Saturday 15K PPG. And this is a part of a series that we had. We actually played 3 matches on the weekend, once in Swiss, once in top 4, top 4 on Fridays for the 10K, and then again in the top 4 of the 15K. I'm going to go ahead and correct myself. I said top 8 earlier. He goes top 4, also in the Saturday 15K. So this is a part of that series. You can catch the other video of the Friday 10K top 4 match over on the Snuggly Duckling.
Team Snuggly Duckling channel, yeah.
Cool, and you'll be able to find that in the. I'll put the link below.
Links below.
Yep, you'll be able to find it there. But yeah, how you doing, Jourdon?
We're doing pretty good. You know, I was doing a lot better when we were recording the other video, but I think this video is not too bad. You know.
Oh, it's my time now, baby. It's my time now.
This cool. Is the game 9 on the weekend, so you know we can take a look at it and see where I misplayed.
Something like that. But yeah, this like Jourdon said, this is game 9. I mean, I didn't play a single other person more than 3 times on the entire weekend, and I played Jourdon 9 times. So this is the 9th one. At this point, we have like a great idea of what we're doing against each other, and we're having some weird dance. Jourdon mentioned to me earlier, I haven't gone back and watched this video, but he mentioned I make some funky plays here. So I'm curious to see, remember why I made some decisions the way that I did.
So going into this, you had mulligan 7.
Yeah, cool.
In this opening, you mulligan 7, which I never saw you mulligan 7 the entire weekend, and I was like, okay, interesting.
I'll tell you what that means about my hand. It means I don't have a 1-drop and I don't have a ramp, and so it's all going.
Yeah. So, like, you mulligan 7, I think I keep Prince John, Ursula, Sudden Chill. Maybe a chip.
Yep.
I thought I was smelling blood in the water. I thought there was about to be a shark attack. So we got this rolling.
Cool. Looks like this might be. Are we? I remember they're having us wait.
Yeah. Let's see. Skip ahead a little bit. Here we go.
There we go. Oh, I got a pop.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, that's already a great start compared to the other game. The pop in this matchup for all you red-blue players is just so important because those Tamatoas need to draw you cards. You have no other way to draw cards. There's the dragon, and we found the ramp. And I think I let go carpet bag. I did because I have 2 Tamatoas in hand.
Okay. So here, I have too much respect for you to think that I'm gonna get this Ursula off. So I think I just play a 2-drop Diablo instead of the Ursula, knowing that if I sing with the Ursula and you play Talo on your next turn, then you're just gonna run it over with the Tipo and Talo, or just the Talo, I guess. So I play this Diablo and I hold this Ursula. Do I hold the Ursula? I hold the Ursula, I think. Think that I can snipe something later. I thought your hand was really weak. You play the super.
My hand is super weak.
Yeah. Why? So I have a question. Why are you playing the super goof here? And does it come across your mind to not play a card here?
Okay. I sat and I thought about not playing a card here for a really long time. And that's probably what I should have done. I think the idea behind doing that, though, generally was that this at least discourages... This doesn't discourage much the more that I think about it. In my brain I had something different going on, but I also thought like, okay, well, I don't have anything to do, and if I manage to find out how far I'll go, then I can sing it and hopefully find something to do on turn 5. Because I think my hand right now is 2 Tamatoas and 2 Sharks.
Yeah, I think that's it. So you play this Goofy here, and then I'm pretty sure we'll continue. So I'm smelling blood in the water at this point. So I'm like, okay, I don't think you have Shark, or I don't think you like I don't know what you could possibly have at this point. I think you're kind of bricked up if you're playing a Goofy, because you haven't played a Goofy in any of our games previous to this, so it kind of threw me off here.
Yeah, part of this also was. Yeah, I think the main reason was I was trying to play 2 how far ago, and I don't remember if I actually find it or not, but seeing how far ago with Goofy might find me something else to do on 5 as well.
Yeah.
But inking it was just as good.
So you ink the Shark here, and I'm like, I ink this Elsa, and I'm like, okay, that's interesting. So you discard the Shark, and I'm like, okay, this is really weird. Like, what you must have like a Sisu that you're playing towards or something. And now I'm wishing that I would have played the Ursula, because we had another game that we had played where you had 3 B preps.
Yes.
And I'm like, you have 3 B preps again? Like, what is going on here? I was so confused.
Yet the idea behind the Shark going was that there's another Tamatoa. Was okay. Now I need this Tamatoa. I need these Tamatoas to keep my hand alive. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get discarded to hell.
Yeah.
And then I inked the Tamatoa now, so that I have options to do both. Yeah,
I'm so confused.
I remember you being confused the moment that I inked that. You were like, "Dude, what is happening?" And I inked that just so that I had both in hand, and depending on what you do next, I can choose to do something. Also, when you ink the Elsa, I kind of assumed that you had another one.
Yeah, well, I didn't.
And I mean, honestly, getting Elsa with Diablo feels so bad.
Yeah.
It's not great for you, but it's extra bad for me because the deck kind of revolves around it, where those are both sort of cards you can get rid of or let go of.
Yeah. So I draw a Prince John here. I didn't have a second Prince John, and right now I'm thinking, do I play Chip here? Do I get the Prince John because your hand's so weak and then play Chip? Because you are 2 turns away from Be Prepared and 3 turns away from Sisu at this point. So I go for the Prince John, thinking that you're playing towards Sisu, because I don't think you would keep a Be Prepared in your hand and not ink it with the Tipo. That's kind of where my head's at this point. I'm thinking hard about inking that Ursula.
The more that I'm looking at this game, the more that this Goofy is a straight up misplay. I think it should have just been ink.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think it is gonna work out for you though.
Man, do I sing how far?
Hit the how far.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay.
So now we're cooking. That is pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And then now I'm like doubting myself even more. I'm like, should I put it there? Like, what is going on in this game? This whole game had me in a blender. So now you get this.
Yeah.
Grab the pop.
Single pop.
And I'm like, I am cooked. You must have a Sisu or Be Prepared. And this worked out for you. That's where my head's at.
I don't know what I took off that how far.
I don't remember. I didn't see it.
Didn't get to look at my hand.
You have a popsicle, a Shark, and something else. So I have Chip here. And I'm pretty resigned. I don't know if you saw that face. I'm pretty resigned to you playing Sisu on me right now.
Right.
Especially when you discard the Shark.
I mean, it must be B-Prep or Sisu.
Let's see.
or I'm holding the second Tamatoa so that I just stay alive. Shark, honestly, on this board state doesn't really do that much if you have a single answer.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Especially when I can Elsa the shark down. So now I ink the Elsa knowing that there's no way you have a third shark. No way.
Do I have the third shark?
Yeah, the B prep.
There's a B prep. Oh, it just came straight off the top. Yeah.
Draw.
And that's sort of, I mean, in the end, the way that this matchup works is I have to resolve a B prep and probably a Sisu or two in our matchup and get good value. And then when we're back to a stalemate, at that point, I can take over the board and often win the game. And I think that must be where it is. I mean, in all of our other games, when I resolve the B preps, a lot of our other games, when I resolve the B prep, I remember this game now. This genie triggered everything. Whenever I resolved a B prep before, you would have like 17 cards in hand, and I'd have like 2.
Yeah.
And in those, it's super hard to claw back, but I still have a decent amount of cards.
Yeah, especially now with this Tamatoa getting you popsicle back.
Yeah, and at this point, I still have 3 B preps in my deck. You just played 2 Sisu characters, and I haven't seen either Sisu, and so I was like, okay, we're in a pretty good situation. If I don't find any of those, your genie starts to go a little bit crazy, but I'm still ahead in lore.
So here I'm
going to be a problem.
So I'm thinking that there's not really much play I have right here. I have to try to ratio with the genie. I think maybe I'm thinking about playing the. I think I'm thinking about playing the pull lever draw 2, but I think I'm resigned to like having to try to ratio. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, looking at your hand, that's also probably what I would do. One of the big things that I realized, and of course that's like a big part of being on the play in this matchup, but like as long as I have 3 or 4 cards in hand, I'm ahead in lore. In this, it puts a lot of pressure, like because green-purple needs card advantage to brawl. You're generally like having to put extra cards into the cards that I play. So as long as I'm 2 for 1ing everything that you play, and I'm ahead on board, I can make you trade into everything that I play. That Sisu's just, I mean... Yeah,
Sisu there is like pretty tough.
That was the story, though, man. Like, that was the story of this weekend. I mean, like I said, this I was drawing pretty hot.
I mean, you played your outs, so...
Yeah, right.
So I think... I mean, you have to... it's I feel like this matchup's a lot about card advantage if it's not like just a runaway game. Because all my cards draw a lot of cards, but your cards kill a lot of cards, so it's kind of a balancing act of just having answers to answers. So here I'm pretty convinced that you have another Be Prepared, but you don't. You have the Sail and Manor. Maybe I could have played a Diablo instead of the Ursula, but I needed to know like what was going on in your hand. This whole game I've been confused.
It's in general like it's a good idea though to, if I do have B prep with a Sisu, things get extra dangerous.
Oh yeah.
I think the winning play for me like all weekend was Sisu seeing B prep play 2 manners and like game's over.
Yeah. The Manor. Oh lord. I have nightmares over the game too with those 2 manners.
Yeah. Oh, Shark. Yeah, then my deck is drawing crazy.
Yeah, so my idea here is that I can wrong lever the Sisu, double sing, or double sudden chill, and kill your hand. Little do I know you have the Shark.
So we're
Alright, this isn't too bad. Not too bad. I'm expecting the... Got the manor here.
Okay, so my thought here... I actually really like... Good job, me. I like my play. Okay. My thought here was that the Sisu, like, you have to get off the board.
Yeah.
I mean, really, you have to get both of these things off the board, but presenting the shark does something, but it's actually not as much as... It's really not that big of a deal. Anything that you do that's going to get rid of the Sisu is not going to leave characters exposed for me anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So putting, like, just 9 health for 2, 9 health at a 2-quester, basically, on the board, makes my board, like, almost impossible to the point that, you know, like... You can get rid of the Sisu probably with 6 sync, but you can't get rid of the Tamatoa, and you can't put damage on the manor. So I'm like, okay, I guarantee myself to 16, and I can probably just hold the shark for burn. And from this point on, if I think to myself, okay, I'm going to get to 16 next turn no matter what, and I still have all 4 Pirates Life, I have a couple Goofies left, I'm just going to play straight towards... like burning you off the top of my deck. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm at 5. I'm in no position really to close out the game at the moment. So,
Right.
So my idea. Let me draw. Yeah. So my only real idea here is to wrong lever the Sisu and Peter Pan and Ursula into the manor and try to rush it down with double Diablos. The following turn, and you'll go up to 18 by the time I can clear the manor, and they'll have quested to 18 with the Tamatoa. And then if you have nothing else, then I can clear the Tamatoa with the Bruno. But I feel like pretty resigned to losing this game, knowing that you have Shark.
I remember my next draw now. It's another manor.
Just
yeah. Dude, actually, it is crazy when we look at this game and look at the cards that came off the top of my deck. But I told everybody this weekend, basically this deck is good cards and cards that find good cards.
Yeah, of course. So you have 2 cards. You have 2 cards. I could have went.
I have Sail, and Shark, and I kept them both. 1 to play around discard, 2. I was just planning on getting the 1 lore off of Sail.
Yeah.
And maybe find a Pirate's Life off of if I find a Pirate's Life, I can sing it for lethal with Tamatoa.
That makes sense. Yeah. I mean, like, the red-blue deck just plays good cards, so, like, it's just, you're gonna find the good cards at some point, right? Like, me opening, like, Diablo, Shift Diablo, Sync Friends... I mean, like, the Sisu's coming out, that came off the top, it's equivalent to, like, you know, me just having broken openings as well.
Right. Yeah, this is second mana, I'm pretty sure.
16. Very good.
Shark. I push. It just.
Shark.
Okay, it wasn't mana. That's a different game. Maybe that was against Rob.
Let's see. Draw. And I'm like, how am I not cooked? I am so good.
Yeah, I don't know the combination of cards with 8 ink. You going to 8 ink. I don't know if I can even put a combination of cards that get you out of the situation.
Wrong lever. And
it's
like,
and wrong lever, crab. No, it doesn't work.
I mean, like, you go up to 19 if I can clear both the characters, but
so
I don't play 3 copies of wrong lever, so. So that was never happening. But yeah, so if you didn't have the shark, then maybe I could have made more of a game of it, but there was no way with the shark.
Yeah, it was wild. My hand this game seen basically all of the power 6 cards. Yeah, seen all the power 6 cards early in my hand to open with, and then I drew the 3rd copies of both pretty quickly. In fact, I inked 2 of them. I was actually getting a little bit scared, like really quickly. The fact that those kept coming off the top that early, and I only found one pop, so I figured it could get really nasty. But the Sisu came in clutch. I mean, the Sisu came in clutch against you basically every game. I mean, it's always a good card as long as it's not in my opening hand.
Right. Yeah. It was cool. It was cool. Our last game was like very funky. Like, not chalk. It's not the way you draw it up. It's just like it was cool that it came out get down to this because we had some games where I'm pretty sure you just ran away with the turn 4 shark in one of our games, and I ran away with Shift Diablo Sing Friends, and we had some close games too. But it was very fitting to have a very weird last game for us.
Yeah, this one ended up being. I mean, it was ultimately.
It ultimately played out like a regular game, though.
Yeah, it did. If I didn't draw that Sisu when I did, or even the turn before that, if it was one turn late, I think this game looks completely different. Completely different. I'm probably cooked, to be honest with you. So it shows really how much on a razor's edge this matchup ends up being, and that's how I feel playing green in general. Every single turn that they play off the top, you're sort of just praying please don't, please don't.
Yeah.
And when they do, it's crushing a lot of the times.
I think it's you have to play as tight as you can, and you play to your outs. And I think a lot of people in a similar situation don't make the play, don't figure this game out because I feel like the green purple deck just exerts so much pressure on the shark deck. It's do I focus on getting a shark out on turn 4? Do I try to jump the previous game that you can watch on the Snuggly Duckling channel, where you double ramp to your board removal? It's that's really tricky, and how many people are actually going to play, and how many people are going to play Sail into a Diablo to possibly have the board wipe,
Right. Well, one of the most interesting things that I found about this matchup over the course of our games is that turn 4 shark is actually not that good.
Talk about that.
Yeah, I did it to you a couple times, and I say, but the problem here is that it's a giant gamble. I say have the answer. If you have the answer, though, it could be devastatingly bad. Versus if you, there's two situations here. If you have Diablos out, it's probably worth playing it anyways to try to keep your Diablos in check. And if you don't have the answer, then at least I stop you. Maybe I can draw some cards with Tamatoa plus pop the following turn. In the situations where you don't have Diablo on board, I think I actually not even this game. I'm going the Tamatoa route because I need to make it to B prep. I need to make it to Sisu, and you actually don't really want to spend resources on Tamatoa that much. It's not as scary as Shark, but it's actually doing a bigger role by keeping my hand up.
Yeah.
And so I realized really quickly in our sets that playing turn 4 Shark is just this gamble that if you deal with it, I'm behind and I have less cards, so I'm playing straight into your discard. I don't have control of the board, and that gets really spooky really quick.
Yeah, I think that's interesting. Because if I have the wrong lever, you just lose on the spot, right? So
right.
It's an interesting balance that the green purple deck is asking the question, okay, how are you going to deal with this? And I think both the games that we just watched, you ramp to board wipes and not ramping to shark. It's a good point. Yeah, I think people can take away something from that. I know that it's a tough matchup to approach from the red-blue perspective, but I think you found the right way to approach the matchup.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure our game in Swiss that wasn't recorded, uh, our game when I was on the draw, I went straight to Shark and you wrong levered it, and I was like, I don't want to do that ever again. Yeah, like I think it was seriously right after that game that I was like, I'm not doing that. Like I need to. Basically, the way that I view this matchup is I need to deal with your first board via board clear, and then we get to play the game.
Yeah.
After that, like, you still need to, at that point, if you don't have like the big problem is that stupid Diablo 2, man. Diablo 2 being on board, oh my gosh! Like one, if I put a shark on board, or even you put a genie on board, like I can never turn it sideways because I have to worry about crab.
Yeah.
But if you have the Diablo on board, I have to worry about Elsa and Bruno and wrong lever. Like,
yeah.
That's a lot of cards. Like, no, thank you. Get me out of there. Where like Tamatoa doesn't. The big thing that I realized, one of our games during Swiss too, I drew 2 pops and I think I drew into 3 Tamatoas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I realized really quickly in that game as well that like, oh, the math for Tamatoa is really difficult for green purple to deal with. He's awkward to trade into.
Oh yeah, you can trade into him, but you don't want to. Your answers for the Tamatoa are the answers for Shark, right?
For Shark.
And if I don't have answers for Shark, then I just lose, right? So I can't quest, and like you can just do all your Shark things. And so I think that utilizing the Tamatoas is actually like really is probably the move. I remember you told me that you like to visions for prioritize the second popsicle over like most things, and I think that definitely helps in like this matchup. Like just making the Tamatoas a 2-for-1 every time is like very tough to deal with.
Yeah. It's especially the initial. I always say it's like the initial hand, before like the first board clear. But your initial hand when it's discard. This game is tough. Like green purple is super tough. If you find your initial discard.
Yeah. Be able to squeeze. Like as green purple, I'm trying to squeeze you down a narrow play line. Like try to limit what your options are as much as possible with Prince Johns or without. And that's hard to do if like you can just keep refilling your hand with the Tamatoas.
Yeah, and you squeezed me a lot this last weekend, man. These were definitely some of the harder matchups because I'm constantly also trying to play around discard, or like in the other video in the link below, there's a moment where I'm like metagaming how far, try to sneak how far I'll go past you since you're going into 3 ink, and I was like, hopefully he's not going to play off curve and play an Ursula too. You didn't have it, but
yeah, but I'm not playing on turn 3 if I draw it probably over the Prince John. So that makes sense. Those little plays can get you like a lot of edge in like these type of matchups.
Yeah, it's interesting. So overall, I mean, just to wrap this all up, this was super cool. Like, it was so cool to get 3 sets against. I mean, this sounds a little something, but over the weekend we both had the 2 best finishes on both tournaments. I mean, it was a hell of a weekend for both of us.
Yeah.
So to be able to duke it out with the other guy, I mean, that many times is so sick. I mean, absolutely incredible.
It's awesome that we got to just like we both won the tournaments, and like it is cool that we both eliminate each other from the tournament.
Yeah.
It's a cool story, dude. And like I couldn't be like a nicer dude. Like you're great. You're great, and like you played incredible. So like I have no qualms like losing to you. Like you're like one of the you were probably like the best opponent I had on the weekend. So I like playing against challenging players. Like I said, I 4-0'd my other Shark matchups on the day or on the weekend, and like you did not get 4-0'd. You actually 5-4'd me. So
I'll take it. So, man, the feeling is absolutely mutual, and I'm excited to it's fun to have this happen, and from this point forward, man. I mean, every time we meet, we already have a rich history.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. And
Same.
cool. Thanks for checking us out, everybody who's watching. Thanks for coming by. And hopefully this is informative on both the green purple and the red blue side. Again, check down in the description for the video for the other part of it if you haven't seen it yet. And honestly, let us know if more of these types of things would be interesting. I mean,